Hypixel Skyblock may just seem like a game at its surface, but in reality, it is an elaborately conceived labyrinth with paths to confuse those who play the game in order to achieve a phenomenon known as pleasure. However, those who dig deeper will realize that Hypixel Skyblock is not just a game. It is a lifestyle that many embrace and call as their own. Dig even deeper and you will find people who are willing to sacrifice, commit crimes and work in the shadows in order to shape and change this mini-game. Some people do this alone, but many work in groups called guilds. Hypixel Skyblock isn't big enough to have multiple influential guilds. Wars break out, accusations are fired and lives are taken. But only one guild can and will reach the top. This is the untold story of Rivaled. The year 2016 was a fateful year. It marked the beginning of a player known as Wolfark. He quickly began advancing and studying the knowledge of the arts. On January 1, 2020, Wolfark logged onto the server Hypixel for the first time. He started playing a mini-game called Skyblock and quickly became hooked, eventually leading to July 15, 2020. The founding of Hell's Hound. This guild was founded by members Wolfark, Wolf Gaming 05 at the time, Boxboy 54, Perpine, FURY 1400 at the time, Klebszy, and a couple others forming a group of about 7 to 8. Wolfark's guild grew slowly and he wasn't happy about this. Eventually, rage broke out inside him and he held other guild masters at Ember Rod Point until they agreed to his terms. What were his terms, you may ask? To leave everything behind and merge with his guild. As Skyblock content progressed, Wolfark did this more and more, until finally. On November 15, 2020, Wolf attempted to violently force the guild from the dead to join him in his conquest of Skyblock. The guild master, Liv_Delusion, was trapped in a dungeon for 72 hours until he broke and agreed to merge. The merge went smoothly at first, just as Wolf had planned, but quickly the guild members of From the Dead realized something was wrong. Two prominent players, Dino_the_Dino and Fish in a Bucket, spoke up, and their thoughts were heard. The guild went into an outrage. Half of the people wanted to overthrow Wolf and cast him out, the other half supported him. The two halves fought until they were exhausted. Their minions no longer produced supplies, their gear was outdated since they hadn't had time to grind the new updates. The guild was falling apart. In his last hope, Wolfark shouted, "We are all Skyblock players, we are all striving for the same thing. You all fight and kill, but we are not so different. Forgive me for my violent ways, I prithee. Unite as we are stronger as one." His voice resonated through the deep caverns. The guild members all turned their heads and looked at him. They pondered about his words for a moment and then came to a decision. They would unite and put Wolf's past behind them. It was a dawning of a new age. A new era with limitless possibilities.
Join us.
Join us.
Join us, for we are stronger together.